Well, hey, welcome back to my channel. Today we are building an aquatic omnimover dark ride in Planet Coaster 2, which is a bit of a mouthful, but it's just using a lot of the coral pieces from the new game, this new aquatic theme, which is kind of like a submarine theme, but kind of mixed with, well, like SpongeBob in a way. I don't know how else to explain it. It's kind of cartoony because everything is in this game. I think it's kind of great and cool. But currently, as I'm filming this, this ride is broken. And I know people know about it. I'm sure the developers know about it, but I haven't seen it posted anywhere, or if they're gonna fix it in the December update, which is fine. I'm sure they'll get around to it. There's more pressing things. But yeah, no, the ride doesn't work right now. You have to have people in the queue to load onto the ride, to then have people to have people unload off the ride. Which isn't really how an omnimover works. They're a consistently moving thing, so that's okay. They'll get around to fixing it, I'm sure, but for right now, it's just a really pretty little dark ride, and I'll be posting it on the workshop. Is it called the workshop in this game? I think it's called that. When I'm finished with it, and I'm just about finished with it. I have, I think, 2 scenes left and the queue as I'm filming this. So yeah, no, I really got down to work and focused and really got this done, which I'm really happy about, honestly, because in Planet Coaster 1 I had not a lot of luck with that game, and by that I mean I don't know if it was just me or the game itself, but I could never really hold on to a project for longer than a couple weeks. I mean, the Halloween project that I did, the Halloween park, that was a project, and I had never really done anything on that scale in that game. I had done my senior project in Planet Coaster 1, but it was just a roller coaster in a small themed area, and not a 3 or 4 land little theme park that I was doing in 10 weeks, and then I ended up getting burnt out and stressed myself out because I'm crazy. But no, I don't know. In Planet Coaster 1, I started a whole bunch of dark rides, a pirate one, an alien one. Never finished any. I think that game is overwhelming, and I'm not saying this game isn't, because right now everything's new and exciting, and I've been thinking about building a dark ride like this since they put out that picture of one, and I was like, I gotta build one for myself. So, but yeah, I don't know. I have not the best luck when it comes to sticking with projects, especially in Planet Coaster, because I don't know, I find this stuff so exciting and fun that I just keep on moving on to different things. I find new things that just interest me and just go over there and do that, so it is what it is. But yeah, I don't know, this game, Planet Coaster 2, it does have a lot of issues, so if you're planning on picking it up, just, know that going in. I think the reviews on Steam are mixed or something. I don't know. I'm not really on Steam. I pre-ordered it a long time ago because they showed off this omnimover ride, which is exactly why I bought it and pre-ordered it, because I was they're in the game finally. One of my biggest things that I wanted for Planet Coaster 1 was a bunch of dark rides. And now we have an omnimover, and well, it doesn't work, but it's okay. We'll get there eventually, but this ride is just, I don't know, it turned out so cool. I love dark rides, and I love storytelling through environments. So this is kind of, there's a loose storyline with this. And by loose, I mean it's basically just you're going through different environments. But it kind of starts off as like there's like a lot of grass near like the little sea base, and then like you go. Well, actually, let me start from the beginning. You go into like a little like pressure chamber thingy that's supposed to like lower the pressure or whatever, and then yeah, this area, and then you go through like a big glass tube, that thing, and then you're kind of in like the shallows, I think is what I'm gonna call it. I mean, Bradley Cooper and Lady Gaga are just singing in there all the time, so that's what they call it. So I guess that's what I'll call it. I'm sorry, that was a bad joke. But yeah, no, I don't know. And then you kind of go from there, and then there's like, you know, more coral and stuff. There's like some jellyfish, but the coral gets more like bioluminescent and like neon, like the further you go into the ride. So it's kind of like you're like descending into like, you know, the deeper, darker waters, but you're not. The ride is perfectly flat, so it's just an illusion. But it's, you know, I don't know. I thought it was a cool idea. And then like the big grand finale is the big anglerfish animatronic thing that we have in this game now. So yeah, that's pretty cool. I really love the coral in this game. Whoever decided that they wanted to like make it glow in the dark and kind of pulse, you're a genius. Thank you very much. It's so good. I don't know. I had a lot of fun with this ride, just kind of detailing and like. I mean, when it comes to stuff like this, you don't really have to think about like a cohesive storyline, which I guess is why I did it so quickly and had so much fun with it, because I was just kind of messing with pieces, changing the colors, finding new color combinations, and kind of like discovering what the pieces kind of were and everything. It, you know, there's not like characters and a linear storyline. You're just kind of going through like aquarium environments, which, I mean, you know, there's not really much to it, but I don't know. I thought it was a lot of fun, and I think it's a really beautiful ride. I would love to go on this. And speaking of going on it, you know what's really sad? And this is a tangent, kind of in the middle of the video, but I actually, like, you know, looked at the dimensions of this building that I put it in, and I was like, okay, so it's like 9 squares by 14 squares, which I figured out was like 200 feet about by like 120 feet deep by like 24 feet tall. And then I was like, I wonder if you can buy like a prefab warehouse. And yeah, you can. The same dimensions. I mean, I don't know why I thought you couldn't, but I don't know. I just think it's hilarious that I'm like, this, I mean, you know, given all of this theming and, you know, the rock work and everything like that, this could maybe be built in real life. It's not too big. I think it's like the show building is like 24,000 square feet, which sounds really big. But I was Googling around, and the Haunted Mansion is something like 59,000 square feet, which I don't know if they're also including like the queue plus like the facade building, which houses like the elevators, which is part of the queue, so I don't know why I mentioned it. But, you know, like I'm not sure what it includes in that, because that seems really big for what the Haunted Mansion is. Even though, I mean, it is a big ride, it is an omnimover, but that just seems really big, doesn't it? I don't know. Maybe that's just me, but I don't know. So I really want to make dark rides for like every theme that we have in the game right now. Like I really want to do like a mythology dark ride, a Viking dark ride. It'd be really kind of cool. I don't know how I do a tiki dark ride, because we have like the resort, and I don't know how I do a Planet Coaster generic dark ride, but that would be a fun challenge, you know, to try and figure out theming and stuff in just a generic Planet Coaster dark ride. I don't know, that would be kind of fun, so maybe I'll figure that out. But for right now, one project at a time, you know? We're still learning this game. There's a lot happening, a lot of fixes to come, so I don't want to like deter people from buying this game. I mean, I think it has really good bones, and you know, I think they put it out too early. They could have let it cook for a little bit longer. I did say that in my impressions video that I put out. I don't know. It's not a bad game. I don't think it's a bad game at all. It kind of makes me depressed when I see that developers, or not even just developers, but the companies themselves kind of force these games out too early. It happens with The Sims all the time. It happens, well, now here, but it happens like all the time, and I'm just like, I think Cyberpunk kind of proved to me, at least, that I'm just like, yeah, if you just have patience, I mean, a game will be good in time. Just give it some time. Like, I know City Skylines 2, when it came out, and then it was kind of buggy, and still kind of buggy, but I think that was a year ago. And I think the community's only just now kind of coming around to the game. They released like that new France building pack. They did like a German pack, I think they announced recently, which is really cool. So, I mean, the community is slowly coming around to the game again. I think it's hard to compete with City Skylines 1 because, you know, that game just has so much workshop content on Steam that you, like, I don't know, rather than, like, you know, there's updated graphics, but there's so many assets that you can download that you can do literally anything with. It's kind of like, why do you need a second one? Which, that sounds, you know, bad to say, maybe, but I don't know, like, I enjoy the second one a lot. I like it, but I don't know, it's just weird. This fish animatronic right here, I wanted to use them, but they emit this really bright light, as you can see. I was gonna put them like against the wall, because I was like, maybe that'll kind of like distract you from seeing that it's a wall right there, but all it did was just kind of bring more attention to it because it lit up the wall. So that's not great. That's not ideal. I wish I could turn the light off, but I don't know how. You can't. It's not like a colorable thing. These little fishy guys, however, do have a colorable light, and they make them all blue. See? Ah, water. So, yeah. Yeah, I don't know why that light has like or why the fish animatronic has a light on it, but like, you can't color it. It just seems a little weird, and I hope that changes. It's a little thing, you know? It's the little things in this game, I think. Well, and the big things. I mean, the management is kind of very strange. Things keep breaking down. I'm playing the career mode, and I'm having a lot of issues with mechanics. I don't know, it's not a bad game. It's just, again, pushed out way too early. And now I feel bad because the developers are gonna have to deal with so much, like, you know, blowback from the fans. And like, maybe it was their choice to release it early, or just to release it now, you know, but I don't know, if it wasn't ready, just say you're delaying it. Is it like disappointing? Yeah, but I mean, it's better than putting out a game and then getting a bunch of negative reviews on it because it's half-baked, and then you kind of ruins the game reputation that you have to build up again, you know? Do you kind of get what I mean? I wish they just kind of waited. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. These are just my weird thoughts on Planet Coaster 2. It's a good game. It's a really, really good game so far. Sorry, just looking at this dark ride, I didn't really change the pitch of the cars very much. And I'm just like, maybe I should go back and do that. I don't know. Okay, sorry. I haven't done a long voiceover like this in a bit, so I'm just like, I don't really know what to talk about. I've recorded this a bunch of times today, and I went out, I tried to like clear my head, and now I'm back recording it, so, yeah, I don't know, I used this marble floor as kind of like a sand texture, but I don't know if it was a very good idea because it's kind of shiny. Well, it's marble, of course it's going to be shiny, but I tried building a dark ride before on this in this save, and I used a lot of the blueprints, like the nature-y blueprints. They're all like the aquatic stuff, so they have like the sea coral and all that. But I was just kind of placing them down, looking at what they had done, and trying to kind of like, you know, build scenery and like scenes around it. But the show building just got way too big, and like it had like a bunch of like bump outs. It didn't look like a very... I mean, yeah, Disney has a lot of weirdly shaped buildings that have a bunch of weird bump outs, but like, you know, sometimes you kind of just want a big old rectangle because it's neater. So this is just a big old rectangle. Oh, here's a question. So we have good lighting in this game now, which means like dark rides are actually dark. You don't have to go to like nighttime to view them. I wonder if you build like a dark ride in one building, right? And maybe you want a bump out, and then you build like a second building on like an angle. Would the lighting still be in that same building, even though it's a separate building connected kind of loosely? Would the lighting still be interior lighting? That's a thing I'm going to test soon. I think I'm going to build a weird ass building with a bunch of angles, and we have different buildings, and we're going to test this because that could be kind of cool. I don't know if it's ray tracing or ambient occlusion or what they're using, but I'm surprised that my little laptop can handle it. Because usually it can't. Usually I struggle to play. Well, playing Planet Coaster 1 and recording, my computer would like lock up sometimes, and then I'd have to like Control-Alt-Delete. So I don't think I have enough like RAM or something. I'm not a computer person. I don't know. I should know these things, but I don't. But I don't know. I'll figure out why it does that. You can kind of see like the marble floor and why I thought it was a good idea and why I think it's not now. It had like that cool texture, and then you kind of look at it from certain angles, and all you see is just like light streaks from like the other areas, which isn't great. But I don't know. When I was building the other one, oh, that's what I was saying before. I built a different one, and what I did, I just painted like the ground like a sandy texture, just like terrain paints. That's all I did. So I don't know, that it worked, but it's not really great for moving the ride around, especially if you have like a different biome, and like I don't know if all the terrain paints are the same in each map. I don't think they are, so it would look different on every map. Although maybe that would be kind of interesting, because it'd be like different biomes, but this is supposed to be like just a dark ride, so it wouldn't matter. Okay, I'm thinking too hard about it. Anyway. So yeah, I don't know. I hope you guys liked this first part of this little ride we're making. Hopefully the other parts won't be so rambly. They probably will be. But I don't know. I really am just enjoying playing this game. I don't really know what theme I'm gonna go to next. I haven't really played around with the Viking or the mythology theme. The only one I've kind of messed with is the resort theme, because it reminds me of the Polynesian at Disney, and that's one of my favorite resorts. And I never stayed there, which I just like the look of it and the vibe, and you know, I get like a little like Dole Whip there, and we sit in like the lobby, and it's just the nicest little vibe. Oh, the video's over. Okay. Well, I will see you guys in the next video. Part 2 of this will be coming soon. So stay tuned for that. Yeah. I don't know, if you liked it, comment, like, subscribe, all that YouTube stuff. Alright, I'll see you guys in the next one. Alright, goodbye.